Good morning, all you beautiful people. It's Amanda. Came out here today because I heard an egg song. What I thought was an egg song that had been going on for a while. And normally, what the chickens do is, like, after they lay their egg, they sing their little egg song for a minute or two, and it's loud and it's proud and it's like, hey, look what I just did. Well, this particular egg song was going on for like 20 minutes straight, which is really unusual. And I was like, okay, this is not normal. Like, let me go out and see what is up right now. So, um, Dorothy was throwing a fit because she likes to lay her eggs in the goat barn. I tried to get her to lay in the coop and she's just not having it. And her favorite place to lay is in the goat barn underneath the the milking stand that's in there right now. And so she will go in there and lay under the goat barn and lay her egg. Well, I looked under the goat barn because I'm like, did she lay an egg? Or not under the goat barn, sorry, under the milking stand. Because I thought maybe she laid an egg and maybe that's why she was yelling. No, she was throwing a temper tantrum. My chicken was throwing a temper tantrum because the goats had the audacity to poop in her nest. Like that. It's also the place where the goats like to lay at night when we put them in there. For whatever reason, their favorite place to lay is under the goat barn. So we are really vigilant about making sure we get her egg out as soon as we can after she lays it, because the goats do like to lay under there. We don't want them getting covered in, crushed egg or whatever. Um, but the goats laid under there last night, and one of them pooped in her nest, and she threw a fit for 20 minutes straight this morning about it until I cleaned out the area, put down some fresh straw for her to make a new nest. And now she's in there. I think she's laying her egg now. She just let out a squawk, and I don't know if that's because she doesn't like it when other chickens come in there when she's trying to lay. I think that's part of the reason why she lays in the goat barn, because the other chickens will go into the coop, and she does not like to be surrounded. She's not real happy, but our chicken Janora, she's been laying now too. We have our first blue eggs coming out of our Americana Janora. And Janora's been laying in the barn too. Now she's not laying in the same spot. She's laying close to the dog kennel. We have a little dog kennel in there we keep the babies in when we're separating them out for milking, which we haven't been doing. So I could take the crate out of there, but I really don't have anywhere else to store it, so it's just kind of hanging out in there. But Janora likes to lay her eggs near where the dog kennel is. And for whatever reason, that's where they lay. I don't know. How do you train your chickens to lay somewhere else than where their instincts tell them to lay? I don't even know. I have nesting boxes set up. I have those little fake eggs. They have access to them, so I don't know why they choose the goat barn, but they do. So I try to rescue the eggs as soon as I can, make sure that they don't get crushed or broken. But like this egg was just laid. It's still warm. It's kind of interesting to like hold a warm egg in your hand like that right after it comes out of a chicken when you're not used to it. It's like, that's weird. You get chicken eggs in the store and they're refrigerated and they're cold, and then you pull one out from under a chicken and it's warm and like really warm, like warmer than our body temperature warm. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Rose is coming to say hello to me. Hello, Rose. Are you gonna let me pet you today? You're not so sure about it? She's becoming more social. She's like bottom of the pecking order. Now you're gonna present to me. She's like, okay, if you're a boy, you can do what you want to do. I have no interest in you in that way, dear. But I will absolutely pet you. Yeah, I will absolutely pet you. You're a good chicken. So we only have a couple of hens that are pretty social. Rogelio, he'll let me pick him up, and he doesn't try to attack me or anything. He doesn't like it either, though. Like, he's not a fan of the whole being held. As a matter of fact, when he gets uppity with people, for some reason he's got a thing. If somebody's wearing boots, he likes to try to attack the boots, and I don't know what it is, why that is, but he just doesn't like it. So what I'll do is I'll pick him up and hold him under my arm like a baby, and carry him around and kind of just show him who's boss that way. And it's worked. He's not really aggressive. He's never really attacked anybody. Been pretty fortunate with that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure he's fully mature now. Like, he's all feathered out, and I'm pretty sure his tail feathers came in all the way now. Hi, mister. Sometimes he'll come close to me, see if I have treats for him, but otherwise he just ain't having it. Most of our chickens are kind of, I don't want to say antisocial, but they're not like, you know, they don't want to be pet. They don't want to be held. And for the most part, I respect that, except for when I need to, you know, check their feet or you know, make sure that they're not injured or whatever. Because it has happened a couple times where they've gotten in scuffles and one of them has injured another one. Usually it's just a little peck on the comb and they have a little bit of blood, but I like to check and make sure it's not going to be too bad, because chickens will actually, like, if they see blood, they'll keep going at it. They will actually peck other chickens to death if chicken has an injury. So sometimes it's important to seclude the chicken who's injured so that they're not going to get beat up more. So anytime I notice even a slight injury, I like to kind of do an observation, I guess, and look at them, and I'd keep a better eye on them. And if it's bad enough, you have to separate them out from the flock, otherwise it could be bad for them. And, you know, trying to film a video with a baby goat who wants to eat everything, your fingers, your hair. I had to tuck in my strings because she was eating my strings earlier. Nope, careful. Here comes the boy. But she literally tries to eat everything, like my rings, my all of it. There's a Drake coming out with his muck boots on. Smarter than I am. I came out in sandals. I hate wearing shoes. I don't know if it's the hippie in me or what, but I hate wearing shoes. Can't stand it. And I really would rather be barefoot, but being barefoot in the animal yard is not exactly what you want to be doing with all the chicken poop everywhere. So, what you need, boy? I have a Janora egg. She laid it this morning. Well, I watched her lay it. I know for sure she's the one laying. We were kind of questioning if it was her or if it was one of the other Americanas, because we had seen her, you know, singing her egg song and whatever, but sometimes they'll sing an egg song a couple weeks before they start laying, so it's kind of hard to go off of just that. But, like, I literally watched Janora lay her egg this morning, so I know it was her. And it's kind of interesting because I used to think, like, when I would look at Instagram and I look at YouTube videos and people would be like, oh, this egg is from this chicken and this egg is from this chicken, and I'm like, how do you know? Like, how many chickens do you have? Do you only have like 2 where you can tell and they both lay different colors? But no, I mean, the different colors things definitely makes it easier. For instance, we have one chicken who lays a darker brown egg than the others. It's really easy to tell hers because it's a different color. And then we also have 2 chickens that have heavier bloom than others. Bloom is the protective coating that's on a chicken egg, and it kind of can give the eggs a pinkish hue. Not always, but sometimes. So our 2 Buff Orpingtons, which is our yellow chickens, they both have like a heavy bloom egg. So I can't really tell whose egg is who out of those 2. But why are you eating me? Look at, she's just nibble. No, see, she found her bottles in my pocket. That's what she found. She's like, because I fed her this morning and I just stuck it in my hoodie pocket, but it's empty and there's nothing in it. It doesn't matter to her. She's still trying. She still wants it. And it's a Dixie. Hi, Dixie. You're the sweetest chicken. Rose came over and got pets from me this morning. So Rose, and who else did you say was getting more friendly? Janora. Yeah, I tried to pet her this morning and she just wasn't having it. I don't know. Can you do me a huge favor and replace the goat's water for me? I didn't get that far yet. Hey, I did everything else this morning. Yeah, they need water in the barn too, though. So we have the garden hose set up on the other side of the fence, because there's a fence here that has the pasture separated from the garden. And they have a water bucket because my hose drips. So I just have it drip into this bucket here. And they have a water bucket that kind of refills itself. We dump it out.
Mama,
Yes, sir.
do you just want me to dump the water out?
Yeah, dump it out and then refill.
Okay.
And then if you want to dump out the black bucket too, and refill it, that would be cool. So we keep it out so that they have a constant source of fresh water. They do get water in the barn, and the chickens do get water in their run as well. But with the hose dripping, I was like, you know, I thought about shutting it off at the source. But then I was like, we have so many animals and they have such, you know, I want to make sure they always have fresh water. And they can get kind of picky, especially the goats get picky about it. So having another water source that is constantly being refreshed was a really good way of them, you know, having what they needed. And I wonder if he put the egg in his pocket. I hope he doesn't wind up with a smushed egg in his pocket like I got. So that is Lady. If you can see her, the one with the white head. Lady. I think she is one of our prettiest chickens. She was named by my stepdaughter, Ariana. And the only reason why I say stepdaughter is for clarity, because she's not here with us all the time, and sometimes people are like, well, your daughter, why doesn't she live with you? So I just say stepdaughter for clarification, because I want people to know that she doesn't live with us full time. She actually lives with her mom full time, and then comes out to stay with us during parts of the year. But we miss her so much. So I always try to get Lady in any videos I can so that she can see her chicken, because she named Lady, that's her chicken. So I try to get her in as many of the videos because I know she watches. Hi, honey, I love you. But, yeah. Oh, we got some blue jays in the trees over here. We've had a couple hawks recently. So we actually got some chickens that are black, because I heard that if you have black chickens, it can confuse the hawks into thinking that there are crows there, and hawks don't like to fight with crows, so they'll stay away. We also have, I'm gonna get a fake owl and put it on top of one of the chicken coops. I don't have any netting out because it's a pretty wide area that they pasture, but Ro's done a really good job at protecting his ladies. He actually he fought off a hawk before. I can't talk today, can you tell? Need my coffee. So I'm not too worried about it, but got a couple things I got to do to make sure that we don't get any chickens lost. So I'm gonna hop off here though, guys. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done today.
Telling me about Blue.
And then we will introduce our new chickens in the next video. So I hope you guys stick around for that, and I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing, spectacular day, and I'll send you my love. Bye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Bye.